Well, I guess it's about time. I be doggone it. How you doing? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Hey, this is OAM Garage, and let me just bring you up to speed. All right? Well, I need to work on the brakes on everything I own, apparently, but today I'm going to work on the brakes on the Harley. Okay, because I need to get it backed out of here so I can clean it up and sell it. Alright? So, okay, if you know anything about Harleys, I sure could use your help. Because, I don't. But we can do it, right? With your help, come on back, alright? Alright? Well, they're willing to help. Alright, then. Come on. Look in, y'all. Hey! All right, just to bring you up to speed here, if you remember, we took this one off. Take this light off for a second. Yeah. All right, we took this one off, and it was nothing but Vaseline-like in there, even worse than that, caked up. So I got this one cleaned up, and there we go. Got this cleaned up. Got this cleaned up, and it was, still didn't work. So that means I'm gonna have to take, I guess I'm gonna have to take the lines off, clean them out, and don't even know what to do about the cylinder. So maybe somebody can let me know before I go to all that trouble. But we're gonna have the big reveal. We got the bottom one down here too. All right, so I don't know if it is. Let's see if we can put a little bit more light on the subject. How about that? Is that better or worse? I don't know. So we're going to take this one off and see if it's wet or has it solidified. I don't. Well, that just doesn't want to. That doesn't want to move either. Okay, so let's see if we can get us a bigger screwdriver and some go juice. Alright. Alrighty, so I put some Goozle on there and this Traveler's heavy duty penetrating oil, and I have a bigger screwdriver, so let's tap it. And let's see if that did any good. I don't know. Well, apparently it did. Okay. Did a little good anyway. Okay, got one. Let's try the other. And it would be right up under that. Can y'all see? Probably not. Yep, got it. All right. A lot to be said for Goozle. A lot to be said for Goozle. All right. So how many of y'all think we're going to get Vaseline, and how many of you think that it's going to be regular? I think it's going to be Vaseline. I don't know why, I say. Mainly because the brakes aren't working anyway. So let's see what's happening. Hey, hey, hey! How about that? Okay. Needs changing, but other than that, all right. Okay, how about that? This one seems to be working. I'm gonna stick this back on there for now. So my back brakes are okay, it looks like. Stick this back on there. So I gotta deal with my front brakes. Thank you, Lord. That won't be near as bad. Well, it'll be bad, but it won't be near as bad. Right? And all you pick, how many won? How many of you guys said, oh, it'll be all right? Because it wasn't me. It was not me. Alright, let's get this back on there. I am so glad that this is, at least the back brakes are good. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know how many, I'm going to ask y'all this question sooner or later. What does whoop whoop mean? It means all right. That's what it means, all right. Okay, so we're good there. Now let's see what we got to do about the front, which I have no idea. Alright, so I must add here that this is one of those times that I'm getting into some shady area that I really don't know anything about. That I probably shouldn't do, but I'm going to because I'm just that hard-headed. And curiosity has me too. We have two rotors, one on each side, and so I've got to crack it right here, and crack it right here on this side. Now I'm going by what they told me to do on YouTube. That is not always the good thing, but as long as it makes sense to me, I'm gonna do it because it makes sense to me. So what we're gonna do here first is we're gonna take this one off. Always fun doing this while you're holding the camera. Alright, so let's take, I don't know if this is there. I'm not wearing my glasses either, which would be a really good thing if I had them on. I do know one thing I really need to do before I get into this too heavily. Alright, I think we're loose. Okay, well, look at there, it's going down some. Set this over here. Oh, okay, well, still ain't doing nothing. Alright, so let's just stop here for a minute. Well, before I get too wrapped up in this, I think, and I haven't had a chance to do this in a while, so I'm going to do this now, and I hope you'll bear with me. It's called a Slurpee. I'm going to give it a triple Slurpee because this is going to take a triple Slurpee to get it done. So here we go. Are you doing it with me? One more time for good luck. Yeah. All right, let's get on it. All right, so we're gonna pick up right here. I'm going to crack this one. Sure it goes this way. So let's do that. Okay. what we'd like to see is fluid come out of here. It looks like I might get some. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm not gonna press it right now. We're just gonna go with that. All right, let's go to the other side. All right, so now let's do this one. That's the right way to go. Yep, okay. Oh, I just heard it release. Brake release. Pull this out. All right. Pull the other one out too. Oh, all right, y'all watch it for me. Is anything coming out? Anything? Y'all see anything come out? You ain't telling me if you are. Let me check the buckets and see if anything came out. Y'all wouldn't tell me if it did. Maybe a little drop came out of that one. Alright, so next thing. Let's see what the next thing is. Okay, well, I'm as surprised as you are about this being the next step. However, I'm gonna do it. The next step being taking. I know I'm probably getting it clip everywhere. Do this. Thank you so much for falling so that I have to reach down and pick you up. And again, I don't have my glasses on.
Hey, look here, y'all. He wasn't a thinking.
Come on, real quick. Let's turn it that way a little bit. Oh, should empty it. You're not gonna let me use two hands, are you? I mean, one hand. This should be. You know, GPS anyway. Ah. Do it with one hand now. Another one of them banjo bows. Worthless banjo bows. Can't play that. Alright, let's lift that up there. Oh, this is popping. Alright, so the next thing is to take this off, and let's see what that's going to take. Okay, that's going to take some doing.
That's gonna take some torque hits. All right, so let me go get that. All right, I got a torque wrench here. Let's see if we can get this thing off. Pretty good. There's bottom one. I heard the washer fall. Let's sit there just for a second. When that washer went, we're going to take this off. Like that. We're going to dump this. Into this can. Into this can. Alright. 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 Okay, so now we got to take this apart because it has the pump and everything in it that's not pumping. Right? And clean that up, and that's going to be fun. Okay, I see. It's got a. Okay, I think I've got this. I have got this. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. Alright, so have I mentioned I've never done this before? There's a lot of stuff I've never done before. My father used to call me on that. I was like, Dad, I've never done anything like that before. Yeah? Well, I'm sorry, what's the problem? Well, I've never done it before. Well, that don't mean you can't do it, right? Alright, so get you a book. Back then we didn't have YouTube. I'll probably end up spraying this thing black while I got it off. Alright, so now we need to turn it over. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff right there too. Alright, I'm gonna go get a brass brush. Well, of course I couldn't find my brass one. In fact, I don't even know why I went to look for my brass one. But this won't do. It just got a lot of loose paint on it, bubbling and all. I don't know. Yeah, grapefruit has gotten up under it. Paint does never adhere to aluminum very much anyway. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it now. Thank you, Pam, for my knife. Says God lead me. Thank you. Well, you know, I don't know about that bike. He had to do a lot of work on it. Well, let me tell you something. Aren't you glad I'm doing it instead of you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I mean you, I mean whoever buys it. have to do it. I'm not even gonna charge you for it. How about that? Let's get that little piece right there. Yeah, it will come off. These are all little pieces that are gonna come off when I paint it anyway. Let's take a little bit of degreaser. I like these other glasses, I just can't see out of them very well, so I'm going to set them right there and put my gooderings on. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what I'm doing now. I see a couple of places right there. Alright, so the next thing that we got to do, and by the way, I'm hurrying because of course it's going to rain here soon. Hear any thunder, I guess that's a change. That's what's got to go next. Alright, you see that right there? That's a little C-clip we got to get off. So I have one of those extractors, but I think I can get it off. Something else. Okay. Yeah. That's going to have to go. There we go. All right. There that is. And now we're going to push this out. Yep. Come on. Come on. Always use the correct tool. At this point right now, that's the correct tool. Okay, we're going to set this over there. We're going to pull this off. And we're going to hit that with some gunk. Okay, I see it's got a. See here. Got that clean. We're going to set that right there. We're going to clean this off. And since I sprayed it all over my other glasses. Okay. Alright, so the next thing we got to do is pull that out. Alright, so we're going to do something bigger than that probably. I don't think this is the thing. I don't think this will do it. But it did. Okay, that thing's plastic. Plastique. Set that over there. And then this needs to come out. Well, I guess we can clean up in here a little bit. Letting this come out of there. Yeah, let me go get something else. I'll do that. Alright, so while y'all were not here, this was stuck, okay? It's got the plunger and everything in here that comes back to here. I was able to get it unstuck and get all the crap out of it, and now it pumps. I've been using gunk engine cleaner. I'm hoping that's okay, but now it's pumping. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean this thing up real good and let it dry, and then I'm going to paint it black. And then we got to worry about the lines. I think one of the lines is fine because the fluid came out of it. I don't know about the other one. I don't know if they're just empty or just what it is. We'll have to take them off and find out. Alright, so before we go any further, let me explain what I'm fixing to do. These are the banjo bolts. Now, if you don't know what a banjo bolt is, and I don't know where it got its name, it's got a hole in it right there, and it's got a hole here. So this goes all the way through to that hole. So that when you screw this in, the fluid still is able to go in the bottom, come out through here, go through the tube into the cylinder. So what I am going to do is what I need to do. I've already blown these out, and so they're clear, and it didn't have anything but fluid in it, which is good. In fact, watch. See? Now I'm gonna have to clean all these up because you can't get moisture in them. But anyway, yeah. Let's do a Slurpee real quick. There we go. So what I'm going to do is, since I could not find, what I was going to do is I was going to take this and put the brake line on here, put this back on here. I couldn't find a nut with that kind of threading, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip this. This is it's either a number 8 or a number 9 clip, C-clip, so ring clip, I guess what they call it. You just pop it on there. You just pop it on there, you know, on the threads. Okay. Anyway, you pop it on there and it will hold it up against there enough so that I can blow air through here, it come out there, go through the tube and out the top of the tube. That way I'm hoping that only fluid is going to come out. That's what I'm hoping. So that's where I am. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so this one here is where I'm going to be shooting from. I'm going to put this right here behind it. Alright, so that's got that tight. And here's my air. Here's this. Now I've got 2 cameras set up, so there we go. One down at the, now apparently there is a T in here somewhere, so we should get air from both of them, I'm hoping. So here we go, you tell me. Let me see if any came out the other side. Cut that thing off. Did y'all see any? Looks like some has come out. Nothing on this other side, however. Let's see. Alright, so let's see if I can feel anything. Any air coming out of it. What if we was to put some traveling oil in there? Alright, let's get some of that. Let's see what happens here. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to go look at the video, but it looks like some came out this side. Alright, so able to see that T. Yep, there it is right there. Alright, there's the T right there. Yep. So looks like we're, if you were any kind of camera, there we go. Alright, I see. Yep, there's two lines coming in on this side. And there's, so I could pop that off, take the T off, and check the line from, alright, we're talking about the right side. So, alright, let me get back with you. Alright, fellers and fillettes, well, let me show you where I'm at. Yep, that's what I was talking about. This is the joint. However, it doesn't come apart. All this is made into one piece, and it was fun getting that off because I had to, yep, take this out, take this apart, pull it up through there or down through there or whatever. But anyway, that's the only way I could get it out. So I got it out, and it was stopped up, of course. It's still stopped up. I took, as you was with me yesterday, I took the handle and all apart. And so I tried with the heating gun down there to heat this up, to heat this this junction up, to heat everything up, trying to get it to unsolidify, and I was unsuccessful. So I even tried putting it back on here and filling this with fluid, and it still didn't undo it. So what I'm going to do is I have ordered a new plunger for the master cylinder, and that's supposed to be in tomorrow. And I ordered some SEA 5, not 3 like I have, 5, and I probably put some 3 in it. That is a no-no. You're supposed to put 5 in it. So that's probably the problem. Anyway, so I'm going to order this piece. I have not ordered it yet. I don't know how much it is. It is one piece and it's already made up. So I've got to do that yet. I've got to wait on my plunger. Then I should be able to put it back together, and hopefully it will work. So that's where I am. Well, fellers and fellas, I'm gonna tell you, this one like wore me out. I'm tired. Fixed the rain, of course. I'm used to that, I suppose. Anyway, while y'all weren't here, like I said, I took the bearing and all apart, and that's the only way that I could get the front brake lines out. As much as I hate brakes, I've told you several times I hate brakes. What do you do, right? You go work on stuff, you got to do it all, I reckon. So anyway, like I said, I've got parts coming in. No, they should be in. Well, some of them will be in tomorrow, and the other ones will be next week sometime. So hopefully I will get all this put back together, and you'll see me drive off in the driveway and come back and wash it. That's the plan. That's the plan. So anyway, today I wanted to share, I haven't really read Amos much. Amos 5:14, which actually makes pretty good sense. It says, "Seek good and not evil, that you may live, and so the Lord, the God of hosts, will be with you as you've said. So it's just saying, you know, seek good and not evil. Be nice, not mean. And I think sometimes, you know, I don't know if you know this or not. I hope you do. But Satan's number one. There's two things that he uses the most, and one is time. You always have enough time to get your life back together. Mostly he uses your pride. Have you ever noticed that just about everything that makes you upset with other people has something to do with your pride? Yeah, but that's because the devil knows how to push those buttons. Think about it. And so if you're having a hard time getting along with people, you might want to check and see where you are. Could be you. Nah, it's not me. Yeah. You know, through His grace, we are saved. When you look at it from the grace standpoint, we need to be giving other people grace too. God give it to us. They're not perfect. We're not perfect, yet we get grace. So, I hope you have a great weekend. How you liking this thing on the end that me and P. Roy doing? I'm liking it. And so what I've decided to do, I gave P. Roy his joke channel. And so if you want to go over, you just look up P. Roy Adventures, I think it's called. Look up P. Roy's Adventures and join his little channel. And all it's going to have on there for right now is just jokes. Just whatever we do on the end of the show, that's going to show up on P. Roy's Adventures.
Hey, Mr. Rick, don't forget to tell them not to litter.
I know, P. Roy. I will tell them. P. Roy wants me to tell you to not litter. Please don't litter. It just ain't pretty. I know, Leroy. Y'all be sweet. Woo. Okay. Well, hey, P. Roy, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good.
Yep.
So, you got your own channel now, huh?
I sure do. I appreciate it. I sure appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just telling jokes on there like you told me to.
Well, I hope it works out for you. I hope you
I do
get
too.
a lot of subscribers, because I think a lot of people watch my show because of the way you do at the end of my show. So I think you're funny. Maybe they'll think you're funny too.
I appreciate it. You heard any good jokes lately?
So yeah, you want to tell some jokes now?
Well, either
All
me
right,
or
well,
you.
I got a couple of three.
Okay, well let me hear.
All right, well,
Let me hear.
how can you tell whether or not you're ugly?
I guess I don't know.
Well, when they take a group photo, they always hand you the camera.
Wait a minute, that ain't funny. Wait, y'all always hand me the
no,
camera. Is that
well-
why? Huh?
Well, how come you don't find that funny?
Well, I don't like to be called ugly.
Well, not all. Well, maybe.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't think that's funny at all. Go on to the next one.
So what's the difference between a Lamborghini and a dead body?
I don't know. What's the difference between a Lamborghini
Well, I
and
don't
a dead
have
body?
a Lamborghini in my garage.
Oh, you got a dead body in your garage? I don't.
I know I don't have a dead body in my garage either.
No.
That's why it's a joke.
All right.
So what's red and bad for your teeth?
Candy. I don't know what's red and bad for my teeth.
Brick.
Oh, yeah, they be bad for me right here. I guarantee you.
All right, you tell some.
All right. Well, I was going to tell some jokes about some unemployed people, but you know they don't work.
I don't know if that's funny or not, but I guess it is.
Yeah. Well, how about this one here? my granddaddy, he always says, you know, you young generation, they always think they just too technical. Everything has got to be technical. So I
What
just, I just unplugged his life support.
Well, yeah, I guess they don't.
Rely on technology too much. Yeah, that'll do it. What did they give the guy that invented the door knocker?
I don't know what they give him.
The Nobel Prize.
That's funny. Nobel Prize.
Well, there's this grasshopper, and he walked into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we got a drink named after you." And he looked at the bartender and said, "You got a drink named Irvin?" I don't think so. You got a drink named Irvin? Crazy gator.
All right, I tell you what. You tell your long joke. Everybody wants to hear your long joke. Tell that.
Okay, all right, I'll tell one. So there was this man, and he was on a desert island, big old island, you know.
Desert Island.
And so he was stranded there, and he lived there for many years.
Wow.
And so all of a sudden this boat comes by, and the boat pulls up there, and the captain says, "Wow, you've been here a long time by yourself. How did you survive?"
Wow. How'd he
He
survive?
says, "Well, you know, I just growed my own crops, and I went hunting a lot." He said, "Well, what's that building right there?" He said, "Well, that's where I stayed. That's my hut." He said, "Well, what's that over there?" He said, "Well, that's where I store all my food and that kind of thing." Yeah. He said, well, what's that over there?" And he says, "Well, that's my church." He said, "You go to church?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "There's my church." He said, "Well, he said, well, what's that building right over yonder?" He said, "Well, that's where I used to go to church." I know that's one of them Baptist jokes. No, I didn't mean that. I know. Anyway.
Oh man, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's right.
But I get it.
Oh, wow. I know, right? I know, I do too. Listen here, you better get yourself out of trouble. Go ahead and tell yours. All right, go ahead and tell yours.
One time there was this store, and they were running a special for senior citizens. And in fact, they were going to even open up early for senior citizens. So
I've heard of that. Yeah.
you know, I guess it's about 7:45. It opened at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And these senior citizens, there's a whole bunch of them. They was in a line, you know, standing there waiting for the doors to open.
Okay.
And so here comes this young man. He comes driving up in a sports car, you know, and parks.
What a Lamborghini was it?
Pushes some up a mile away, and the guy in the very front, the old man, he reached around with his cane and knocks him down and said, "Hey, you got to get in line behind all of us."
Wow, I say.
So the little young fella comes up again, and he said, you know, and then the second lady, she pushes him down to the ground and hits him with her walker and all this kind of stuff.
Oh my goodness.
She said, "You just got to wait in line with all of us." And so the little fella, he gets up and knocks himself off. He starts to go back, and every one of them say, "Hey, we waiting on this store to open." He said, "Well, if y'all let me unlock the door, I'll let you in." Yeah, I know that's pretty funny. I thought it was. So
that's pretty good.
So anyway, listen, it's been raining on and off, and
Hadn't it though?
I guess we'll get something done. I don't know. I hope your show goes well.
Well, thank you. I think it will.
I've been working on my Harley this week a little bit.
Okay.
Still
All
waiting
right.
on stuff to happen. So
Gotta get them.
I guess we can go do something with that, I reckon.
Well, we can
We'll
do
see.
that or cut grass. But anyway, what do you say? Always say. Let's do it.